Oh, Nelly, time once again for Campbell Corner as we feature the East Grand Forks Public Library on Pioneer 90.1 KSRQ. And she's back after a brief hiatus. The one, the only Charlotte Helgeson, the director of Campbell Library. And let's see now, you were here 3 weeks ago? You were here by phone a couple of weeks ago. I think you were sick some Wednesday, or your staff was sick.
Yes.
Or you were in training.
Yes, there's
something
that.
like that.
All of it.
All of that and more.
All of this is going on.
There you go. So it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Happy May. And I happen to have your list of things to talk about here. Number one, computer movement. That sounds very musical.
And when I typed it, I thought it sounded political.
Oh, it could be political, too. A revolution, right? The computers at Campbell are in a certain spot right now, most of them, and they're being moved. Is that right?
They have moved.
They have moved.
Yes, it's all done.
So they were like center area of the library before, right?
As soon as you walked into the general part, they were right in front of you.
Where are they now?
And now you need to walk through the library all the way to the far windows on the north. So we have them in that study area back there. So there's a combination of the library's public computers and space for laptops. So it's more of a quiet space. It won't disrupt other people either studying on a laptop or a computer or the other way around. So it should all work well. We have one handicap accessible station that's closer to the front. And that's a spot that doesn't even have a chair at it regularly. So depending upon if someone needs a little higher station to work on, that's available.
How many computers do you have?
Now there are 6 public computers. The numbers are going down as far as using our hardware because the Wi-Fi use is going way up. So more laptops, more tablets, all that kind of thing. A lot of these Northland students finding another quiet spot to study.
All right.
So I think it's working really well. So we didn't get rid of them forever. They're there.
They're there on the north wall.
Right.
By the windows. Got it. Number 2, this is May the 9th, and we're one step closer to graduation from school and summer vacation for lots of kids. And a big part of history in East Grand Forks, well, lots of things. There's the pool, which hopefully will open this summer.
We're hoping so.
And park board activities, all those good things. Also, the summer reading program at Campbell. Can you still sign up for that?
You can.
You
and
can.
Please do it as soon as possible so we know how many children we're prepping for. It opened at the beginning of May, and we do have registration going on steadily. Andrea is just so excited about prepping for it that I can't imagine that kids won't have the equal amount of enthusiasm when they arrive. And we're encouraging parents, if you bring your kids in, stay for that hour. Help us out a little bit. Wrangle a few kids for us. We promise to warn you if there are any snakes in advance. We had a volunteer parent who got a little nervous when we had snakes one time. So we will let you know. We have bugs this year.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, and that makes perfectly good sense.
It does.
And you don't have to come every time.
No.
Grandmas and grandpas are great.
They have patience, experience, all those good things. So that begins in early June, summer reading?
June 6th. It's on Wednesdays from 3:30 to 4:30.
And still time to sign up, so do that if you haven't done so. And let's see, number 3, there's a seat available at the Friends of the Library board. Who's stepping down?
Sean Lee. Who is a Northland student right now. He is our Northland rep on the Friends board. And he was, I tease him as being our experiment. We had never done that with a student from here before.
Did he understand that before you said that?
Yes. He volunteered. He knew this was something new, and the board took their time to get to know him, and he became a voting member. He was very important because he brought in a youthful viewpoint, a newly educated person. He brought in a different culture into our library, and the board really enjoyed having him. The cheer that went up from the board when we heard he's graduating in May and has work out there, that's interested in having him come in. He was a very, very fine example of a student who is working toward a goal, a degree, but also becoming involved in the community where he lives. We are very proud of that young man. And yes, we're hoping to replace him. There's some interest, so hopefully there's a confirmation by August when we meet again.
Okay. He's graduating on Friday, by the way.
Yes.
At UND, at Chester Fritz. That's where the ceremony is.
With a nursing degree.
Yes. And he works at the library here part-time. Did you know that? You knew it.
I'm shaking my head.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Ron. I didn't know that. All right, so there's a vacancy there, and if someone has an interest, what can they do?
They can contact me at the library, and we'll give you the phone number right now, which is 773-9121.
773-9121.
And just leave a message for Charlotte or email me. The email is on the website.
Okay.
And let me know that you're interested. You don't have to commit the very first conversation or the first meeting. Come in, get to know us, see what it's like. It's so much easier working with the Friends Board than City Council, the Library Board, because they have to deal more with a budget, policies. Yeah. And the Friends Board just gathers money and spends it on the library, supports us in our programming. They promote the library. It's fantastic.
It's fun. Yes.
It is.
All right. Very good. And your website address is what?
egflibrary.org.
And Campbell's right downtown off Demers Avenue. And it's near the main fire station and near Sherlock Park. And the friendly folks there will be happy to talk with you, chat with you, help you, whatever your needs may be. Stop on by and say hello. Well, good to see you again. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next Wednesday, maybe?
That's the plan.
That's the plan, Stan? All right. Campbell Corner every Wednesday at 3:05, exclusively on Pioneer 90.1.